You are probably watching this video because you have a Dometic, Electrolux, or similar 2- or 3-way refrigerator freezer in your RV, camper, travel trailer, motorhome, caravan, or maybe even a boat with a single main door on the outside and an inner flip-down freezer or icebox door on the inside like this one. And you're looking for parts and tips on how to repair an inner freezer door that sags down and won't stay closed. Hi, I'm Bruce, and iFiXiFi is our small family-owned business based right here in Oregon. We redesign, manufacture, and sell hard-to-find replacement parts and accessories that help the things you love last longer. iFiXiFi offers better than OEM parts at better than OEM value, and we offer support and videos to help you get the job done so you can fix it once with iFiXiFi. If you have this style of RV fridge freezer and your inner flip-down freezer door sags open and won't stay closed, then you know it can be a major problem. The freezer door can keep the main door from closing and can get crushed by the main door. In your icebox, frozen food is thawing out, and in your fridge compartment, tender foods like produce and dairy are freezing. Your fridge is using a lot more propane, and you're missing out on your valuable vacation time because you're going back into town to stock up. In this video, you are going to see which parts you need to fix your sagging interior freezer door so that you can get back to enjoying the great outdoors. If you have one of these Dometic model numbers, we offer all the iFiXiFi parts that you need to fix your sagging inner freezer door. To confirm that our parts fit your fridge, you can check the parts diagram that matches the model number of your fridge. You can usually find your fridge model number on a sticker on the side wall of your fridge, and you can find parts diagrams by searching for your model number online. Check our website, iFiXiFi.co. This style of fridge has 2 spring assemblies. There's one in the wall of the fridge on each side of your freezer door. There's a left spring assembly for the left side of your fridge and a right spring assembly for the right side of your fridge. The sides are not interchangeable. Left means your left-hand side as you stand facing your open fridge, and right means your right-hand side. Each spring assembly has 3 parts. There's a spring housing, a spring, and a hinge bolt or pin. There's a left spring housing and a left spring for the left side of your fridge, and a right spring housing and a right spring for the right side of your fridge. Again, this refers to your left and your right as you face your open fridge, and these parts are not interchangeable. There's also the bolt or pin, which is the only part that can be used on either side. We offer each of these parts individually, although you may want to get our exclusive 3-in-1 assembly kit as the easiest and best value option. Either way, you can find all of these parts on Amazon or eBay using the links in the description below. iFiXiFi plastic parts have been re-engineered to be beefier and sturdier than the original. And we make them with the toughest plastic we could find. And our springs are made for us right here in the United States of stainless steel, so they'll never rust. When you assemble your spring assembly, it is critical that you use the left-sided parts for the left side of your fridge and the right-sided parts for the right side of your fridge. If you get them mixed up, your freezer door won't close, and the parts, the door, or the fridge could get damaged. iFiXiFi parts are clearly marked for left or right side use when it matters. Our spring housings are marked with L for the left side and R for the right side. And our springs are marked with blue paint for the left side and yellow paint for the right side. If you're using old OEM parts or cheap off-label parts with no markings, you can tell the left side spring casing because this peg is to the left of the oval slot. On the right spring casing, the peg is to the right side of the oval slot. If you have an unmarked spring, it's a left-handed spring if you compare the orientation of this thumb and the coil to your left hand. The coil will turn in the direction that your left fingers are pointing. On the right side, the coil turns in the direction that your right fingers are pointing. To assemble your spring assembly using either iFiXiFi parts or a mix of old and new parts, start with the spring and the bolt. Watch while I use the left side as an example. The spring has this hook on the end, and see that the bolt has a channel ending in a hole right here. Slide the bolt into the spring and guide the hook along the shaft until it enters the channel and pops into the hole like that. Next, insert the bolt and spring into the matching spring housing so that the thumb of the spring pokes out through the slot in the barrel of the spring housing. Last, place the assembly on a flat surface and push down until the 3 prongs of the bolt lock into place in the hole in the top of the barrel of the spring housing. Now you're ready to reinstall your freezer door using the instructions in the videos that we've linked to in the description below. Taking apart an old spring assembly can be challenging. This is one of the main reasons why many folks choose the 3-in-1 assembly over the individual parts. Another is, why not just start with all new parts to help your fridge last another lifetime? If you want to take apart your old spring assembly, you'll need gloves and eye protection because there's a good chance that the old plastic or old metal has become brittle and there could be sharp flying fragments. First, you'll need to compress all 3 prongs of the hinge pin so they squeeze back through the hole in the barrel of the spring housing. I'm doing this with a socket bit from my toolbox. If your plastic parts are old and brittle, this can break the prongs of the hinge pin or can break the spring housing. Next, grab the hook of the spring with a pair of strong pliers and pry the hook out of the hinge pin. This can break the bolt or the spring. Once it's loose, you can slide the bolt out of the spring. So, whether you're looking for individual parts or our 3-in-1 spring assembly kit, we have what you need to fix the sagging, flip-down, inner freezer door on your 2-way or 3-way Dometic or similar fridge freezer. Check the links in the description below to find our parts on Amazon or eBay, or get support from our website at iFiXiFi.co.